Alright guys, as some of you may have watched some of my videos, I just finished doing an oil change, changed out my rear diff fluid, and then changed out my transmission fluid in my NV4500, which is in my 96 Cummins 12 valve Dodge. I was having a slight grind when I was shifting from second to third quickly. When I was driving and I would push in the clutch, take my time, give it a second, and then switch to third, I was fine. I wasn't having any issues. But if I got a little carried away and took off fast off the line, had a light, and went from, I always start off in second. On my shift knob it says low, first, second, third, overdrive, reverse. But you guys know first is really second and then second's third. So I was actually grinding into third when I would shift fast. It wasn't a big grind, it was a little bit of a and that was it. All the other gears were good. And I've heard some other guys are having that little bit of issues. I just got the truck about a month ago, and I'm a pretty conservative driver. I want this thing to last a long time. I'm not in a hurry. I'm not into drag racing off the line. I don't pull really heavy loads. I've heard that when you're pulling with these things, you do not want to lug them in fifth gear or overdrive, as this one's labeled, especially going up a hill. You just want to suck it up, slow down a little bit, drive in fourth. And then maybe when you're on a slight downhill or a super flat, long straight, you can ease into fifth and just kind of baby it. I know a lot of guys out there that do heavy hauling, cross country, and have built transmissions, would have different ideas on that, but I'm just really conservative when it comes to that. But I will tell you, the one thing that I just found out today, and I'd read it a little bit on the forums and stuff, but I can attest to it. Ever since I got the truck about a month ago, if I shifted into third fairly quickly, anything less than painfully slow, I was getting a little bit of a grind. I put Redline MT85 into my truck today, and I can't get it to grind into third. And when I drained my fluid out, it looked like IPA beer. It looked like a thick IPA beer. You could see light through it. It was kind of a golden color. It wasn't black. It wasn't red. It wasn't, filthy at all. But when I drained the fluid out of my NV4500, I stuck about 8 shop rags up in there and really wiped all the crap out of the bottom. I stuck a magnet in there too, just to kind of feel around, make sure I didn't have any metal shavings or particulate in there. The magnet was perfectly clean. Anyway, I just wanted to give you guys a quick message. This stuff is hard to find. I actually, if you watch my other video, you'll see I got the AMSOIL, the one that there's like 3 substitutes for that. I guess it's a torque sync or sync torque. The original fluid for these 96 old 12 valves. They don't make it anymore. You can't get it, or you got to go through a GM dealer, all that crap. Nobody's got time for that. So a lot of people swear by this stuff. I just want to let you guys know that I just put it in my truck and drove around trying to get it to grind in third. Couldn't do it. So I'll give you guys an update. I'll let y'all know how this stuff works out over time. But so far, pretty impressed by that. Not to say the AMSOIL or the Valvoline stuff's no good. I just can tell you from my experience, I'm glad I ordered this stuff. I actually had bought the AMSOIL stuff and I was ready to put it in, but I waited 24 hours for my gasket, my PTO gasket around the housing on the NV4500 to dry before I put the fluid in. So I thought, well, since I've got an extra day, what the hell, I'm going to have the MT85 brought in and I mean, I'm glad I did. I'm not saying that if I'd put the AMSOIL in, I would still have grinding, or I wouldn't. I don't know. I'm just saying this was worth the money, and you know, it was about the same price as that AMSOIL stuff. So glad I went that route. Anyway, I'll check back with you guys later.